Merry Christmas Eve. I'm sick, so I had to cancel my train to Paris. I was supposed to go to Paris on Monday to go be with friends, and then I changed it to Tuesday, and then finally I changed it to today, and yeah, I just still don't have the energy. I can't imagine getting a suitcase and getting on a train and socializing. So, but I'm definitely doing much better. I think I'm on day 6 or 7. The past few days have been rough, just like major man voice and just, you know, when your lungs are all full of stuff, it felt just deeply, deeply full of stuff. And it's been hard to get out. And then it just hurts coughing. Anyway, we all know what it's like to be sick. So that's how I've been. So now plan A was going to see my family for Christmas in the States. And since I don't have my titre de séjour yet, I risk not being let back into the country because my prolongation letter expires December 26th. So it's like, even if I tried to go for Christmas and leave to fly back on the 26th, even if I tried to fly back on the 25th, I would land on the 26th in France and it would be expired. So anyway, it's just one of those things. Can't go home for Christmas, so then I decided to go to Paris to be with friends. And then I got sick, and so now I'm here. So this is my first solo Christmas. And if I'm gonna have a solo Christmas, then I'm definitely gonna be eating some good Christmas food. So today I'm going out to buy a Bûche de Noël, which I don't actually think I've ever bought a Bûche de Noël, which is such a Christmas classic here. But it's because I normally go home for Christmas around December 15th, and they always come out towards the end of December. So yeah, I'll definitely get a Bûche. I'm gonna stop by, there's like a traiteur that does kind of pre-made food. So I'm gonna go check out, because I do not feel like cooking. So I'm gonna go check that out. And the market's going on today. I don't know if there'll be anything Christmas specific, but yeah, thankfully I do feel much better today. Although I'm obviously not all the way better. I'm still just very low energy. Like, guess I gotta go walk now down the stairs. Sounds hard. But yeah, let's go build a Christmas feast. France has not yet discovered the technology of the pill form. And so if you get sick and you have a cough here, cough syrup is your only option. And why? Why? It's so gross. Okay, I waited too late. And there's only 2 Bûche de Noël left at the pastry shop near me. One is a coffee flavor and the other one is a pineapple. I want chocolate or vanilla or something classic. Bakery 2, my favorite, La Fougasse. You had to order them in advance. So I'm on to number 3 and there's a long line. And I should have gotten it yesterday while I was here. I'm an idiot.
Marque-moi 3 bûchettes sur ma commande, s'il te plaît. Merci, bonne journée. Merci.
We're Santa's little helpers, we make the wheels go round. Day and night, night and day, here in Christmas Town. We're Santa's little helpers, and it's us you wanna know. If you want a date under the mistletoe. We're Santa's little helpers, and we make all the toys. The trinkets for the girls and the trucks for the boys. We're Santa's little helpers, and we know every trick, 'cause we wrote the book on Old Saint Nick. It's a foggy Christmas night, so Rudolph, shine your light. Santa's little helper.
Oui, merci.
Santa's little helper.
If I can't be with my family or my friends, I'm gonna be with good food. This video is not sponsored by Kleenex, but it should be. Oh my god, it's like a trumpet. Let's look at the goodies that I got this morning. The great thing is that, oh, this is very echoey. I'm gonna get a mic. I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed. Merry Christmas. My candy cane broke. Oh, but it is melting into the coffee, which is what I wanted it to do. Please forgive if I'm just a mess. Moment while I put on my Christmas socks. Very cozy. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. I can't scoot up. Merry Christmas Eve. Even this feels exhausting. No, the going to the market like drained it out of me. I do feel much better. I have more energy, but like my body still hurts and blah, 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 blah. Okay, this coffee will help, I'm sure. Let's look at all the goodies I got. I got way too much. Okay, let's start with, I went to this traiteur, which is, how would you translate that even? Anyway, a place that makes pre-made stuff. So it's kind of like, you know how Whole Foods or Central Market or whatever has the little pre-made nice stuff. That's what this place does. And so I had been seeing at the butcher a lot of, they have all the different Christmas meats. And one of them is chapon, like chapon farci. I don't know what chapon is. I think it's a bird. It's a type of bird. Maybe it's partridge in a pear tree. No, I don't know. Chapon. I have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's a type of bird. All I have to say, since I saw it everywhere, I was like, all right, they have it. I'm going to get that. So I got one of those. And all I have to do, it's already cooked. I just have to stick it in the oven for 15 minutes. So, because I knew I wasn't going to feel like cooking tonight. Which is a shame because normally I like cooking, but that's right. And then there was this poêlée of champignons, which is like basically a bunch of wild roasted mushrooms. So that'll be yummy. And roasted vegetables. I can't really tell what's in here. It looks like beets, which is unfortunate because I'm not a big beet fan, but very wintry. It looks like beets, sweet potatoes, probably onion, and cabbage. And some green beans, just to have a little vegetable in my life. Could have just bought some at the market, I guess, and just boiled them. That's not hard. But the point is I didn't really feel like doing much. So, okay. Green beans. And what else did I get from them? I think food-wise. Oh, hang on. Actually, I remember not today, but was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday when I started realizing that I probably was not going to be able to go to Paris. I stopped by the butcher to see if they had some kind of, Christmassy treats. And they did. And so I bought some. Okay. So this is the first batch of things, fun things I got. So one of the, I had to get some foie gras. I know that some people will be opposed to this, and I understand. But it's a classic Christmas traditional item. I got one that is coated with gingerbread spices. So I don't think it's sugary, but just those kind of spices. Pain d'épices. I got that. Escargot. Da, 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 da. So escargot truffé. So it's truffled escargot. Escargot is also quite a Christmassy thing. And the fun thing is that I actually have these little. I'm gonna have to remember where the rest of them are. But at an antique market, I found this one time all these little pots, and she said that they were like their ancient antique escargot pots. That's what they used to cook them in. Oh, I bet they used to put the actual snail with no shell in. So I'm laughing at myself now because I realized these big shells. What am I gonna do? Just stick them on top? I don't think that's gonna work. Anyway, I'm gonna figure that out because I don't have an escargot plate. Bad Frenchie. Okay, so that's not gonna work the way I thought it was. So TBD. Anyway, I bought these to act as candle holders. But I just love that they were for escargot. Truffled mashed potatoes. This look good. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. As you can see, truffle is a big part of the items. I've already forgot what this is. Oh, potato dauphinoise with cep. Ooh. So it's a pre-made little portion of, oh my gosh, what do we call potatoes dauphinoise? Do we call them scallop potatoes? Anyway, potato dauphinoise that they've already pre-made and baked. So again, I guess I just heat it up. But do I put this whole wood thing in the oven? Doesn't really seem safe, does it? I should have asked them about that. So we'll see. Please don't catch on fire. Yeah, why didn't I think about that? Anyway, it should be delicious. Layered potatoes and cream, essentially, with cheese. And this will have cep is porcini mushrooms. I should have asked because at all these places, you can ask exactly what you should do with it and they'll give you instructions. What's this? I don't even know what this is. Ah, it's fun to discover all over again. Potato roasties. This one is a plain potato pancake, potato galette. And this one is with lardon and emmental. So I'll probably do those in the oven too. Oh. So they had pre-made starters, main dessert, and you can order for the starters all these. Oh, I forgot about this one. Look. Okay, so this one first. These are two of the pre-made kind of packagey things I got. And this is like a set of canapé. Oh my God. Oh, they all fell over. Dang it. Boop. Hold on. Let me reconstruct everything. Oh, so cute. Ooh. No. That little guy fell over. Little hat. Can tell if that's supposed to be on or not. Yeah, okay. Cute. Okay. Look at that. Like I think it was like 950 euros. So $10 to get this amazing little tray of all these little appetizer treats. I love it. Oh my God. Look, it's like a tiny hamburger with saucisson. I'm obsessed. I love this. That one's a little salmon bite sandwich. Looks like lentils. Ooh, what is that? Anyway, oh, I've got the little list. This is the options they have. So they have their cold appetizers and apéritif. And then they have their entrée chaud, their hot appetizers, fish, meat, sides, cheese plates. Wow, 15 euros for an entire plate of a mix of cheese. Where did I get that? And desserts. It says that this is the plateau apéritif of 10 petit four, burger charcuterie truffée. Okay, so it's a little truffled charcuterie burger. Pain au saumon, the salmon, the little salmon bread. 2 verrines de saison. So 2 little glasses of seasonal things. Oh, so that's this and this. Chou mousse cèpe. So porcini cabbage mousse. Doesn't sound very good. I don't know which one. Oh, I bet that's this. Oh, chou. Sorry. Okay. Chou is cabbage, CHOU, but it's chou with an X at the end, which means it's a pastry puff. So that is a porcini mousse pastry puff. Croquante patate douce curry, a crispy sweet potato curry. So I think that's, anyway, you can't, I'll film it a different angle. Brochette chèvre pruneau saucisson. So a brochette of goat's cheese, prune, and saucisson. Gaufre mousse d'artichaut. So an artichoke mousse waffle. What's that? Artichoke mousse waffle. None of these things looks like an artichoke mousse waffle. Blini foie gras, a foie gras blini. See that one right there. Croquante hummus citron homard. So a little croquant bite of lemon hummus with lobster. That's this one. Ah. Oh. I know what happened. I was like, that looks like foie gras, not saucisson. The goat cheese, prune. Is there another word for prune? No. And saucisson has stabbed the foie gras off of the bellini. So that, which I thought was part of the skewer, is meant to be on there. Mm-hmm. Comes in its fun box. Ah! Little fourchette. Adorable. Adorable. See, if I can't be with my family or friends, I'm going to find a way to make it fun. And I'm excited about this. The funny thing is the box says, it's spring. It is not spring. What else? What else? What else? Oh, look how lovely this is. This is the little package that it was a salad with foie gras again. I know I already had foie gras, but the salad sounded nice. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I have to get this from a different angle. Hang on. Okay, are you ready for this? Look how great this is. Oh. Hard to do one-handed. Sorry, hang on. Oh, isn't that lovely? What a great packaging design. So you can see it's a salad with little toasts and foie gras, whatever that is. It's got a little dressing and a little charcuterie. Cute. Oh. Okay, so this is the plateau. You see where I thought that this thing was a skewer altogether, but that is meant to be on top of the blini. I was wondering, because it said foie gras blini, and I thought, well, that's not foie gras, that's onion. Okay. Just very delicate. So I'm just gonna... Boop. There. Cute, right? I mean, come on. $10 for all those? They're beautiful. Okay. Round 2. Basket 2. I don't know why I did that. Okay, cheese course. Let's talk cheese course. This is one that I've never had before, and I already forgot the name. I have to look it up. But it is a sheep's cheese, but it's soft and runny, which is normally more of a cow's milk thing or sometimes goat, but you don't really see soft very often, soft and runny with sheep. And then I had to get my favorite cheese, a Brie Savarin, which is just the butter of cheese. Oh, and then again with the truffles, I got a truffle brie. And normally, I don't know, sometimes when they stuff the truffles in the middle, see how there's like a cream that they've made and put in there? Not a cream. I'm sure it's probably some kind of a cheese with truffle in it. I've had it before where it's kind of meh, but she said the truffles are local. So I thought, local truffles stuffed in brie? Yes, please. I also love how this is like opening a bunch of little presents. Cheese presents. What are you? Oh, yes. And then this is from one of the vendors on the square, and all he does is sheep's cheese. So we got one of his. I should say, my friend is coming over to celebrate, to have dinner with me tonight because they're the one who gave me the sickness. So they've already had it. Oh, and then the vendor said, cadeau, petit cadeau. He asked if I'd ever had this Bûche de brebis. It's sheep's milk, fresh cheese, but you can use it like ricotta. So anything that you would use ricotta in, you can use for this, but it only lasts maybe like 5 days. So you have to use it quickly. You could put it in soup. I can't remember what else he said, but gotta find something to do with that. Baguette. Oh, not a very good one. But not to fear, because I also got an entire boule of bread. I got it sliced, a whole, one of those guys. So we can have the cheese with that. I'm dripping crumbs everywhere. And then I also got, this is for Christmas morning. I'm assuming everything's going to be closed. If not, I can go out and get it fresh. But I got a croissant and a chausson aux pommes. I thought that would be a fun little Christmas morning treat. That being said, I also bought some brioche, sliced brioche, so that I can make French toast in the morning. Oh, and while I was at the bakery, I also got a fougasse. Well, it's like in the shape of a bee. This is a green olive fougasse along with a little bit of pork. What do they call it? It's basically pork lard, but it has its own name. So it's very particular to the fougasse. There's a factory that just makes only this type of pork product for the fougasse. So I figured I could cut it up into little pieces and make it like a little apéro. Butter, obviously. No, I got butter because if I'm feeling up to it tomorrow, I'm going to make chocolate chip cookies. Okay, we're ready to move on to the dessert portion. Cheese, 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 and a cheese, cheese, cheese. Oh, how I love you, cheese. Christmas presents. Okay, now for the most exciting part. The Bûche de Noël. The Bûche de Noël is a very French Christmas tradition. It's the Yule log. It's like a rolled cake that's shaped like a log and usually decorated like a log. And they have kind of more modern ones, and then they have traditional ones. I have actually, in my 20-something years of coming to France, I have never gotten a Bûche de Noël. And that's because even when I've lived here, I go home for Christmas. And so I normally leave around mid-December. And they typically come out towards the end of December. So I've never gotten one. So I thought, well, if I'm going to be here, I'm definitely going to get a Bûche. And by a Bûche, I mean several Bûches. They make different sizes. They have one that's like for 4 people, for 6 people, whatever. So I got the smallest of the normal size. And then they also have some individual mini ones. So I thought that would be fun because I'm such a, let's taste all the flavors. Okay. I don't know which one to do first. Okay, let's do the big one first. That's my favorite. I went around to 3 or 4 different spots in town. I went yesterday to see. Most of them had already run out of the kind I wanted, but I knew they would have more today. So then I went today, but then there was lines, but I got one. Oh, okay. We got to change the angle for this. Are you ready? Oh, wrong way. Oh. And look, would that have been enough? Yes, of course, but I'm not an enough kind of person. No, this is very, very typical of me. Let's get them all. Oh, this one did tip over. Okay, I'm sad. I'm sad. Well, that's really a shame. Okay, well, this one, it still is beautiful, but it's smashed. It's been smashed, okay? So we have to use our imagination. God, I'm afraid if I pick it up, I'm going to make it worse. I am going to make it worse. Okay, well, isn't that great? They made like a little village out of it, or a landscape. But it's like I got a section of the Bûche, which is lovely. Excavate. Hee hee. Isn't that cute? Right? With the Christmas tree. I'm excited for that one. Because otherwise I pretty much got all chocolate. Okay, and these ones. Oh, no. Okay, wait, we've had another clash incident. Oh. How many Bûches de Noël is too many Bûches de Noël? The world may never know. So that's one of the more traditional ones. And this is more like chocolate and hazelnut. That's a vanilla one. And this one is a chestnut cream. So I thought those would be fun. I'll take them all out later, but for now, voila.